It's like you go back and you look at your middle school yearbook when you're going through puberty and you look like a
Hey everyone, Mount Silver Hiker here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a tier list maker for all Johto Pokemon. So as some of you may know, Gen 2 Johto was my favorite gen of all time, and I'm here with local homeless man.
I broke back into their house.
He's holding me at knife point to review all Gen 2 Pokemon.
And if you get the wrong tier list, it's over for you. You know that, right?
Well, we're gonna talk about it together.
Yeah, and if you don't agree with me and completely validate all of my views, then this is over.
Somebody called a comment. But we'll talk about through these Pokemon and we'll try to find somewhere where we can agree on where they should land.
Okay, all right, let's do this. You want to take control of the mouse?
Yeah, let's do it. So let's start with Chickarita.
Chickarita. Right.
Your Nuzlocke champion.
I mean, I think Chickarita's kind of underrated.
You think so?
I think considering how much shit Chickarita gets,
yeah,
I think it's better than people give it credit for. I think it's like a solid C.
solid underrated.
Well,
solid
like
C.
I mean, to be fair, most people probably put it lower. I think it's like a middle of the road.
I think it's super generic. So C is fine. Like C is where I would put Chickarita because it's a pure grass type.
Yeah,
and it really doesn't have that much personality to it. So okay, C tier. What about Bayleaf?
I mean, probably around the same. You know, I think we can even streamline. Words are hard. I think all three of this line goes in C.
Actually, I disagree with. I think Bayleaf, it ranks a little bit higher. There's a reason that
give me a reason. Give me a reason.
Bayleaf was highlighted a lot in the anime for Ash, and it was like super cute. It had more personality than Chickarita. And also, I think the design of the having leaves around the neck is like, this is more of a grass type compared to Chickarita, which has like seeds.
Does that apply to Meganium though?
Meganium, the flower a little bit, but I like the leaf and the little bite out of the leaf that it has like the bay leaf.
Okay,
it's like a mature leaf, and then Meganium. Sure, you look at it, it's like a leaf dinosaur, but like it's like Vileplume does that flower theme way better.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'll put Bayleaf in the B tier, and then I'll put Meganium in the C tier. Like an average.
If we go at this pace, it's going to take a while.
Yeah, so let's go fast.
We need to like keep it moving.
Yeah, so we'll streamline these starters, and we'll try to streamline some of the evolutions. If you want to listen to 40 minutes of us, let me know.
I could sit here and talk for 40 minutes.
I'll upload an unedited, uncut version if that's what you want. but for now, we'll do a speed run through these Pokemon.
Cyndaquil, S. Cyndaquil is a fat S tier for me.
It's an A tier for me. I'll put it at S for now. We'll
talk about it. We'll keep it going. I think. All right,
Quilava is definitely like B tier.
I think B. Yeah,
Quilava is a B tier.
I think generally speaking, middle evolution Pokemon is gonna be a bit yikes.
A little bit.
Typhlosion, I mean, to me is the same, like in the same tier as Cyndaquil.
As Cyndaquil. What about the new one where they remove the flame?
Okay, no flame Typhlosion, D tier. With flame, which is what we're working with, I think big S tier. And I'm gonna go a step further than that. I think Totodile and Feraligatr are also. Actually, I think Totodile's an S tier. I think Feraligator's an A tier.
I would agree with that. What about Croconaw? I think Croconaw's an A tier though. I like the design of Croconaw.
I'd probably put it in the B tier too, honestly.
In the B tier.
I think all the middle evolutions. General level, I mean, like the middle evolution, it's like the awkward teenager phase. It's like you go back and you look at your middle school yearbook when you're going through puberty and you look like a fuck. I mean, I still look like a fuck, but like, generally speaking, you don't really want to be looking at the middle evolutions.
I think the little design aspects and the crown on the head that, like, Feraligatr obviously does it better, but Croconaw has the design from a design perspective. It looks really nice, but Totodile, like the nostalgia of Totodile is from
the anime. The anime Totodile. It's got to be the anime. Everyone loves anime Totodile, right?
Yeah, he's like super energetic. Do you think it's better than Typhlosion or better than?
I mean, I don't think we need to. What's it called? Order these. I think this is just a general non-ordered kind of tier. So yeah, I would say B for Croconaw, A for Feraligatr. I like Feraligatr a lot, but like, I don't know, it just doesn't it's not quite the same. And
not.
I couldn't even put it into words, honestly. But that's because I lack the education.
You lack the education.
All right, Sentret.
Sentret, I think, is an upgrade over Rattata. I love Sentret.
I think Sentret's good, but being an upgrade over Rattata doesn't really tell you much. That's like a low bar to cross. I could trip and fall and cross that bar somehow.
Better than Rattata?
I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking like a high B tier for Sentret.
Really?
Yeah.
A high B tier? I was thinking C tier.
You're thinking C tier? I think both Sentret and Furret belong in the B tier. Do you
I think Furret's an A.
So
I think Furret's an A, and I'll tell you why. Because what does Furret dirty is the sprites. If you watch Furret in like an animation where Furret's adorable. He's so cute. You see him in Pokemon Snap, he's popping out of holes, he's strutting.
I don't play Pokemon.
I know, but have you seen any? Yeah. It's cute as hell. I think Furret's an A tier.
You think Furret's an A tier?
I'll give you Sentret at a B though.
Alright, there we go.
I'll give you Sentret. That's the compromise.
Compromise.
We're compromising.
Yeah.
This is relationship building right here.
Mount Silver Hiker compromises with local homeless
if you're having problems with your significant other, just rank Pokemon. That'll be the only way to fix your relationship.
Alright, what about Hoot Hoot?
D.
You don't like Hoot Hoot?
I'm an owl fiend.
You don't like time owls with one leg?
Maybe not D. I think actually I'll give it Noctowl's a D.
You think Noctowl's a D, even considering the anime Noctowl?
Noctowl kind of sucked in the anime.
I thought it was pretty strong.
But, like, he didn't really have a whole lot of personality. He was like knockoff Pidgeotto in the fucking anime.
Pidgeotto is a lot better.
And Pidgeotto is better than Noctowl, who at least has the benefit of being a little cute when he hops on his foot.
Yeah, he does.
But he's just kind of boring, though.
Alright, so
I go C tier for Hoot Hoot, D tier for Noctowl.
Noctowl, okay. I'll give you that. Lydian, absolute D tiers for me.
Yeah, honestly,
for how much I tried to make these Pokemon work, like in the mainline games, like because Ladybug, you get it pretty early on. Yeah. And you're like, oh, it looks really nice. It's like a punching Ladybug. It's.
I mean, it sucks. I will say, Ladybug at least got the chub factor, so it's a little cute.
Yeah.
Ladian's got nothing going for it, and even Spinarak and Ariados.
I think I like them. Like that's
what?
It's like Spinarak and Ariados are the only reason I'd be like sometimes I wouldn't mind playing Heart Gold or Gold version because it's exclusive to Gold.
You would play Gold for Spinarak?
Yeah. You have Spinarak and Ariados and they have Psychic and they're giant spiders.
It's not Stab though.
Yeah, but it's cool though. I think it's cool.
All right. I'll go Ladybug D. I'll go Lady in F.
Lady in F is an absolute.
I would at most put Spinarak and Ariados at a C, but I would probably put them both in D tier.
Compromise. So
compromise.
I like Spinarak more than I like Ariados. Do I? Is that even true?
I'd probably flip those, honestly. I like Ariados
a little bit more.
I think Ariados.
I play it for the Ariados, not for the Spinarak.
Crobat, A tier.
I love Crobat. Crobat is on my current game, so I
started
playing
awesome.
Soul Silver, and because Crobat evolves through happiness, you can just completely skip Golbat. It's like you level 23 evolve Golbat.
Yeah, evolve Zubat into Golbat and pretty much immediately get Crobat. I love Crobat. He's Crobat's a super cool amazing Pokemon.
Crobat's super underrated in the TCG. I love Crobat a lot.
All right, now this is gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah.
You and me might come to blows on this one.
So we probably would agree on Chinchou, but for Lantern we might come to blows. What do you think about Chinchou?
Chinchou is like an interesting design, but I wouldn't really call him all that cute.
It's not. So Chinchou is not the cute one. I think Lantern's super cute.
I think I would go B personally for Lantern, and then probably a C for Chinchou.
I would go A for Lantern, and then probably like a C for Chinchou.
Okay, we can agree on that one.
C is for Chinchou, and A is for Lantern. I think Lantern's super cute. I have like certain Lantern cards, and they look adorable.
Lantern, I could see that. I could see that with Lantern. All right, we got the baby Pokemon.
Right.
This is interesting. What do you think of Pichu?
Like C tier.
C. I give Pichu an A. Look, all right. I got 2 words for you.
Okay.
Pichu Brothers.
I know that. That's also a card in the TCG
Pichu Brothers. Mm-hmm. Come on. And it's the Pikachu pre-evolution.
That's my biggest thing.
And Pichu's in Smash.
I think Pikachu's an A, and I think Pikachu's better than Pichu. I think the design for...
I don't know, man. Pichu's pretty fucking cute. Alright, we'll compromise at a B.
We'll do a B.
We'll compromise at a B. Cleffa and Igglybuff, D. Fat D for both of those.
I think I'll... Actually, no. Igglybuff is a D. I think Igglybuff is not cute.
No, I agree.
But Clef, I think, is a little bit cuter.
Okay, we'll compromise. Igglybuff at F. Cleffa at D.
That's a compromise.
That's a compromise. Yeah. Well, one of them we keep at D. I mean, I could see Cleffa at a C. I could see Cleffa at a C.
Yeah.
But Igglybuff is not cute. Not nearly as cute as Igglybuff.
Is not. But I think Cleffa's pretty.
Cleffa's okay. Okay. Yeah. We'll bump Cleffa. We'll do Cleffa C.
There you go. There's the compromise.
There's the compromise.
They started at both D's and then we move one up, one down. What about Togepi?
Togepi's at least an A. Togepi's an A or an S.
Togepi's really cute.
Togepi's fucking adorable. Plus the anime, you got the Misty. Togetic, I think, is comparable. I might put it one tier lower.
I think I would agree with that because I think Togekiss is like an A tier.
Togekiss is definitely an A tier. Yeah, Togetic at a B. I agree. Togetic at a B.
Togekiss is way better.
Natu and Xatu are low.
Yeah.
Low.
Like C or D for...
I think Natu C and Xatu D. Natu's at least got the round boy factor of being cute.
Right.
Xatu's fucking creepy. You got Xatu in Mystery Dungeon like, I can see the future. We're all gonna die.
It's got future sight. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Natu has like a little bit of personality in the design, but like Xatu is just kind of like, it's stoic. It's like stoic is its personality because it's seeing to the future.
All right, I think this next one we're gonna agree on.
Yeah,
I think Mareep A. I think Flaffy B or C. I think Ampharos S.
I think Mareep Ampharos S. I loved. There's a reason they made a full size Mareep.
Mareep is cute, but like
super cute.
All right, fine. I'll give that to you.
Mareep and so Ampharos is my favorite Pokemon of all time, and I think the design's cute, like the storyline.
Amphi,
and the fact that you can get it super early, and like I just found this out like 2 weeks ago in the game. So in Violet City, you can talk to this person. He'll ask you like how you're feeling, and it's like designed with your trainer ID. So if you go online, you find there's like specific text you send them, and they'll give you an egg. There's 3 eggs you can get. One of them is a Slugma, one of them is a Mareep, and one of them is a Wooper.
Slugma balls.
So if you start with a Chickarita in the game and you're like, Falcon is going to destroy me, you can go to the Pokemon Center.
Hypothetical situation.
And you can get a Mareep egg. It hatches at level 1. You just train it up. You know,
interesting.
Yeah.
Flaffy's a B to me.
Flaffy's a B.
Flaffy, I think, considering how cool Mareep and Ampharos are, I think Flaffy's really lame. And I don't even know, like, I think it's the weird, like, hair and the little, like, chest tuft. I don't know, it just doesn't work.
I think for me, it's like, it's standing on 2 legs and without really, like, it's not fully evolved yet. I would still have enjoyed it if it was, like, on 4.
It's less fluffy than Mareep. You've defluffed it.
I mean, I think the point is to get from like all this fluff to not this fluff.
Yeah, but I like you either go no fluff or all fluff. This is what I'm talking about. The mid phase, the awkward teenage phase. Bellossom, C
tier,
average. Would you ever go Bellossom over Vileplume? Vileplume's kind of cool looking.
Vileplume is really cool. I don't think so. So yeah, okay, I can give you that. I don't know enough about Bellossom to...
Alright, now I'm taking a hard stance on this.
Peekaboo?
Marill A, Azumarill S. And the reason why, and this may be this may be a shocker. So if you ever play competitive Pokemon...
huge power?
Azumarill is a champion. You walk out with this little rat-looking thing, this blue rat, tubby, like, he looks like a Disney mascot, and then he just slaps your shit.
With an Aqua Jet?
With an Aqua Jet, with a fucking superpower. Just, it's easy to mistake it as just a cute thing, and then it just whacks you. I mean, I also like Marill. I think Marill is... great really as a Gen 2 mascot in general.
It stands out. It's between the later gen.
And the later gen Pikachu clones are pretty mediocre, so like this is a pretty good version. So I think Marill A is Azumarill S. I love Azumarill. Plus, Azumarill, I love that they gave it a fairy typing later on. I think it really fits it, and I also like that.
A dragon killer?
Yeah, that, and you can give it play rough, and then it just...
hits. Alright, what about Sudowoodo?
A.
Sudowoodo A?
I mean, Sudowoodo's memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Of just like finding it in the games.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a cute Pokemon. It's just a cool design. The fact that it's a tree, but it's a rock type.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I like Sudowoodo. I love the naming of it. I like the in-game interaction that you have with Sudowoodo, and just a lot with it. I just wish it had a stronger move pool.
I agree. I think the move pool is a little bit weak.
Yeah.
But if we're talking just pure how much you like the Pokemon designs, I think I really like Sudowoodo.
Politoed.
Politoed's an interesting one. I quite like Politoed.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a bit weird looking, but I like weird Pokemon.
I love Politoed. I love it so much more than Poliwrath. After finding Politoed, there's no reason to have a Poliwrath on your team.
I like
especially
the fact that
when it has
Perish
Drizzle.
Song.
Yeah.
Drizzle's an interesting ability. I like Perish Song a lot. I think Politoed's a really cool Pokemon. I say A.
I say A tier too.
Ooh, now Hoppip.
This evolutionary line, the Hoppip to Jumpluff, really frustrates me because you get it really early on.
But they're pretty weak. They're really cute though.
They are really cute, so I always try to make it work. But
I did use Jumpluff once in a run.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't great.
No.
But just based on design alone,
right.
I think I could go B for Hoppip and Jumpluff and a C for Skiploom.
C for Skiploom.
I don't know why. Do you think Skiploom's on par? I think Skiploom's also kind of, once again, in that awkward teenage phase.
It is, because there's not that much going on in terms of its design. It's just green and then it has a lily pad.
Yeah, and it's even weaker than Jumpluff is.
So you say B?
I'd just go C for Skiploom and then B for the other two. I think we gotta knock a couple points off just because they're a little bit
weaker.
Not usable.
It's really not. But I love the idea of the Hoppip, because Hoppip was one of the first cards I bought in the PSA 10 because it just looks so cute, and it has a cling to leaves that will just blow away with the wind.
Yeah, I mean, I like it.
Cool. Keep
What do you think?
I think it's a C tier.
I agree.
I
agree. I think a lot of Apom's appeal comes from the show.
Yeah.
Ash's Apom was kind of a goon.
Detective Pikachu.
Oh god, they were so creepy. But I mean, it's fine. It's not the most exciting Pokemon. Would I ever use one?
Not really.
Ambipom's not really all that much more exciting either.
No. So for when you're headbutting trees, you're always looking for hair. You're not looking for the Apom.
Yeah.
To drop. What about these Pseudo Legendaries from Gen 2? Sunkern and Sunflora.
The weakest Pokemon ever made, Sunkern. I kind of like it as a meme, you know?
I like it as
it's a dumb Pokemon. It's really stupid, which is why I kind of like it.
And you can find it in the National Park.
That's true. I think I'd put both of them at a C. Better than they probably deserve.
It is. I would have said D, but it's okay. It's they stand out as the weak Pokemon. That's the thing that they could it's better than a middling nothing going for them.
Yeah, at least they've got something unique about them, which is just that they're terrible.
Yeah.
Yanma, D.
I would say C. Yanmega is just so much better.
Yanmega's so much cooler, and I don't know. It's just
I like that it comes in a swarm. So when you get that call from Arnie, it's hey, come over here.
I think we have to put it in D because if you look at the spread here, I know we like Gen 2 a lot, but we gotta criticize something.
We do. We've criticized Letty. We've criticized all these bugs.
7 Pokemon.
Igglybuff. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Wooper and Quack, I think they're so cute.
I think A or S tier for both of them. A or S tier for both of them. Who doesn't love Wooper and Quagsire?
Quagsire.
I think I would put one of them in S, and I think it's Quagsire.
You think Quagsire?
I think Quagsire's in S. Just look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face.
So cute.
It's so cute.
It's so the first when I was really really young, I did my first playthrough. It's this water type Thundershock. Wait, why
isn't it working?
The
typing's great too, unless you're fighting a Erica.
Unless you start with a Chickarita. Next up is Espeon.
Yeah, I've got hot takes here. I've got hot takes for both of these next ones.
What's your
I
hot
hate
take?
Both of these Pokemon.
Really?
I hate both of these Pokemon.
Why? Tell me why.
They're just boring designs. I think that they're not really exciting. As far as you go for comparisons of evolutions, Sylveon's a really interesting design with all the different colors on it. Espeon's just a flat, kind of bland, lavender purple. Umbreon looks kind of creepy, honestly, if I'm, talking about it. I am, and I will admit, I have the minority opinion on this.
Right.
I understand that. I just don't like either of these Pokemon very much.
So these are, so if you follow my channel, you know, like I love my evolutions, and I like I actually really like the simplicity of these designs because the whole concept of Eevee is like, it's like this adaptable evolution Pokemon, and like the Espeon, it's not like its body or its like arm or anything, it's like its mind, right? It's like think.
Yeah, think.
And I really love like the little just gem in the middle, and Umbreon is just like, the design is amazing. It's got rings that represent like the moon, right? And like when it's the shiny form, it's like a blue moon.
What would make people more mad? I do like both their shiny forms quite a bit, but what would make people more mad? If we compromised by putting them halfway between our scores, or if we compromise by putting one in your tier and the other one in my tier.
So
what would make people more upset?
Umbreon is like A or S tier or A tier.
I think just based on popularity, I'll give you Umbreon in the A tier. I gotta go lower with Espeon.
All right, where do you want to put? Where would you put Espeon?
I'll go C.
You go C tier.
I'll go C.
So based on Colonel's hot take, C tier designs in the same realm of design.
I actually like Chickarita more than Espeon.
Sunkern, Sunflora, and Espeon. I will link his Twitch channel in the description. You tell him what you think about that. Here's the compromise, because there's no way I'm putting Umbreon anywhere lower than A.
These two are my two least favorite evolutions by far.
What's your favorite?
My favorite, I've always kind of gone back and forth. Generally speaking, it's Jolteon.
Jolteon's good, but like there's also like Flareon. Flareon is just red.
Yeah, but Flareon's big fluff. Like I could imagine enjoying a nice cuddle sesh with a Flareon. You know, it's warm, big fluff. But like, I mean, Flareon, don't get me wrong, is on the lower tier. But like, I don't know, man. As far as designs go, I like the other ones a lot more.
I really like these two. Especially because they're like cats. They like walk and roam the city.
I know my opinion's unpopular.
It's okay.
Murkrow.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes.
Murkrow's like a D to me.
Honchko's so much better.
Yeah, Honchko's a lot cooler. Next one, I'm taking a hard stance on S. S tier for Slowking.
S tier for Slowking.
Slowking is cool as shit.
Yeah.
In the movie, he talks, and he's, fun fact, one of the few Pokemon that can learn the really stupid move Trump Card.
Oh, Eevee learns it too.
Eevee learns it too. I think there's like 4 Pokemon that learn it. I love Slowking. He's such a cool Pokemon.
Amazing. That's why I have so many Slowking cards. It's so cool.
He's a great Pokemon.
I have a Domino's Pizza Slowking promo card.
If anyone's gonna eat Domino's, it's gonna be Slowking.
Mischievous.
D or F.
I think D tier is like a good spot to put Mischievous. It's like it showed up super late in the game for no reason. Like
it doesn't evolve in the Gen 2 games.
Its stats doesn't justify it showing up so late. You know, you want to showcase Johto, right? And it's just like,
if you look at like Ghost type is my favorite type, and like as far as Ghost types go, I mean I don't know, Mischievous is just boring. It's just a really boring design. Miss Magus is a lot more interesting, I think. I like the whole witch design. Whereas Mischievous doesn't really have a theme outside of generic Ghost. And like even like
pain split your Pokemon.
Yeah, it'll pain split and Will-O-Wisp your Pokemon to death. I think you and I are gonna disagree on this one.
I think so too. I think Unknown is absolutely useless. It would be like a D tier.
I love Unknown.
I get like the anime implications, like the Legend of Unknown and the Entei and stuff, but like it's like useless in the game.
It is useless, and I've tried to make it work, and it just doesn't. But I love the design. I love the whole concept of like the hieroglyphs. I think they're just really interesting in the game, and plus the one that they're showing right here is my favorite Unknown, which is the F. The F Unknown. He looks like a duck. I mean, I could compromise somewhere between a C to a B for them.
I'll give you a C.
But I actually really
I'm not going to rank it better than Espeon.
I would absolutely rank it.
It's just like it has such a strong backstory, and there's so much potential there, and it just like doesn't really live up.
I mean, absolutely
does not live up to the expectations. But Wobbuffet.
I think B. I think B or an A.
Yeah, I would agree. I really like Wobbuffet. Because like the Pokemon is the tail, right?
That's the implication, right? I don't think it's ever officially been like confirmed.
It's supposed to be a punching bag Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a punching bag Pokemon, which is why it's got like counter. Yeah. It's got an interesting design. I think the move pool is really interesting.
It's interactive with Jesse.
Yeah, the show it's pretty great, but like it's just kind of you're never really gonna use a Wobbuffet on your team because it's like. Yeah, do I really want to throw it out and just click counter 100 times?
What was it, like Destiny Bond? Because it has like
counter, Destiny Bond, Safeguard, and Mirror Code are I think its moves. Girafarig, F.
I don't like Girafarig.
It's got a weird typing, which is kind of nice.
It's a Psychic Normal,
yeah,
right?
Psychic Normal. I think it's the...
So it makes it immune to Ghost types, which is one of the weaknesses.
Meowstic Mousetic's just
Fairy?
psychic.
Is it fairy psychic or just?
No, I think it's just psychic. I feel like there might be another normal psychic, but yeah, Giraffreak's just not that interesting design. It seems similar to Wobbuffet because of the whole tail thing.
Right.
But like, I just kind of a boring Pokemon.
I think so. It's one giraffe. You could have made it like
2 giraffes. Why not 3?
It's a Alolan Executor does the neck thing better.
Yeah, I know. Giraffreak should have had the long boy fucking neck. That would have made it interesting.
Hot takes on these two. What do you think? I don't think we will agree.
I don't care for Pineco. I quite like Fortress.
I love Toxic Spikes.
I think it's a really cheesy Pokemon, but I actually quite like Fortress. I don't care much for Pineco. You want to put Pineco in the F.
I'll put D tier. Actually, D tier.
I was thinking C, but I'm fine with the D. Where do you I'm thinking Fortress.
Because Pineco is just
it's a Pineco. I love shit like that.
But no, it's like there's nothing going on. It's
like I'm the sick motherfucker that used Clink in Gen 5 and like Vanillish because I love dumb shit like that.
But the design, it's just so bad. It's such a bad design.
And yet people love Voltorb.
Sometimes you like because that was Gen 1. They didn't really like
kids were stupid.
Yeah, so like you had so much more, and so Gen 1 had 150 Pokemon, so like, so sometimes it'll slip through, but it's 100 Pokemon, it's Gen 2, you're riding on Gen 1 hype, it's time to go out there and make new stuff, I love the Quagsire, I love the Ampharos, like Ampharos, when they first designed it, its Japanese name is Denryu, so it's like...
How did you turn this into an Ampharos conversation? We're talking about Pineco.
So, we're talking about like designs and concepts.
No, I know, but
right? So like Ampharos, it's actually called Thunder Dragon, right? So there's already like implications there that it's a sheep, but there's more to it. Pineco is just a Pineco. There's nothing more to it than that. So I can't put it really like as a... Because think about it. So you're forcing Espeon to be C tier. So like that's like okay. So is this Pokemon better or worse designed than Espeon?
We put the Sunflower in C tier.
We did put the Sunflower because there's something about it. It's like it's the weakest.
All right, fine. We'll take it. I think Fortress would be
B tier. I'll agree with that. I actually use Fortress on a competitive team. I just love.
Oh yeah, I've used it on competitive teams.
Stealth Rocks, Toxic Spikes, Explode.
It's a cheeky Pokemon. I kind of like it though.
F.
Absolutely. It's kind of a boring Pokemon.
It's almost a meme Pokemon, but not even.
I wish it had one interesting. If it had one interesting thing about it, I think it would be actually. You could even jump it significantly, but it's just it looks dumb. Its typing sucks. It's got no moves. It doesn't evolve.
But it is better than Stunfisk.
Maybe.
Gligar.
B
tier.
I like Gligar quite a bit. I like Gliscor a lot too.
More. I love Gliscor.
I love Gliscor way more. I think Gliscor would be like an A or an S to me. Yeah. But like I like Gligar. I think Gligar is a cool looking Pokemon.
Ash had a Gligar, right?
I think so, but I think it evolved into a Gliscor, and then I think he released for some reason. I don't remember. Shame. Steelix, S.
You love Steelix.
S. I love Steelix. I love fucking Steelix.
It's like
what a cool Pokemon.
It's actually pretty insane how like just a new coat of paint over an Onix makes it so much better.
I mean, I like Onix, but yeah, Steelix is fucking sick. What a cool Pokemon. I mean, he's just look at him. He's big. He's like a shark. He's like a fucking steel shark that digs in the ground. What's not to like? Snubble. D.
Gramble D as well.
Gramble F.
You think Gramble?
I think Gramble's an F. I like Snubble more. I think Snubble's got like that
a little
cute
bit of
bulldog appeal. Gramble just looks dumb. And like, if you ever play Pokemon Coliseum, he just stands there like, just doing this, and it looks dumb. F.
There's one time when Pokemon Go came out and we just traveled.
Oh yeah, we hunted Quillfish real hard.
There's like a Quillfish spawn about half an hour.
What do you mean? I just met you 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, you broke into my house. Yeah, we caught Quillfish, and then immediately after caught, I was like, all right, that's it for that one. We
never talked about Quillfish again.
Nope. Which is a real shame because I actually really like Quillfish. In Gen 2 because it has like a big attack stat, but the move pool is just so bad.
I like Quillfish in sashimi.
Have you ever had Fugu?
No, I've never had Fugu. I would probably.
One of these days.
One of these days. Local man killed in Japan
over eating Quillfish.
Scissor's an S.
S tier, absolutely. Like I think it's better than Steelix.
In terms of metal, I think it's more popular than Steelix, and like I definitely like Steelix more, but I gotta pay respects.
Yeah,
I gotta pay respects.
Scizor is real cool. Shuckle.
A or B. I think
it's a Pokemon you don't fuckle.
You don't fuckle. You don't fuck. And when Lana beeps that, it's gonna be like you don't blankle. Heracross S or A? I think A. I mean, Heracross is cool.
So much cooler than Pinsir. It's like,
it's a lot cooler than Pinsir.
It's the counterpart to Gen 1's Pinsir. I was like, this is so much cooler than Pinsir.
It's the fucking beetle, big horn. I mean, when you find one in a tree and you headbutt it, it's just like a...
Right.
When you find one in a Nuzlocke, hypothetically.
And it just, Bulbasaur would rate it as an F, but...
Sneasel... D,
right?
Weavile's, I think, a bit cooler. I don't never really cared for Weavile. Like, Pokemon Company markets the hell out of Weavile.
Does it really?
Yeah, Weavile, I feel like, shows up in a lot of things. Like, isn't it in Pokken Tournament, too?
I think so. Well, because it looks like a fighter.
Yeah, but like, I feel like they've marketed it a lot, and I just don't think it's really all that interesting, all things considered.
I like Weavile more. Like, Sneasel, I don't think there's that much going with it, and it's not that good in the game.
Sneasel's just not that interesting.
For this gen, I think... Outside of Umbreon, they really dropped the ball with a lot of the dark types. The Murkrow, the Sneasel. It was the...
Wait, we've got a big one that we're going to get to. I'm curious about your opinion when we get there.
Alright, Teddy Ursa and Ursaring.
I like Ursaring more.
You like Ursaring more?
Because it's got that... It actually looks like a bear.
It looks scary.
It looks like a bear. It looks scary. It looks like a grizzly. Neither of them are really all that good.
Right.
And like, I don't know. I don't get the... Teddy Ursa looks dead inside. It looks like a doll. It looks like a...
It's supposed to look like a teddy bear.
Yeah, I mean, and like, it's just not that... People think Teddy Ursa's kind of cute. I like bears. I like bear cubs. And I think there's...
I have a friend that looks like a bear.
Like, I think as an example, like, Cubchoo, I think is a lot cuter than Teddy Ursa.
Cubchoo? Some people hate Cubchoo because of the
snot drip. Yeah. I think it's a cute Pokemon. I think Teddy Ursa for me would be like a D, and I think Ursaring would be like a C.
I could see that. I think... Cubchoo's cuter than Teddy Ursa, but I think Ursaring's better than Beartick.
Yes, I would agree. I would agree Ursaring is cooler than Beartick.
Slugma and Macargo.
I like Slugma more. I don't know how you feel about this.
I like Macargo more. I think the rock shell at the behind it. So like Slugma, it's a Slugma. It kind of looks. It just looks like magma. Like if you told me that it's just
yeah, but I kind of like that it's sentient magma.
Sentient magma.
I like that it's kind of sentient magma. Macargo. I mean, where would you rank these two?
I put like Macargo B, Slugma C.
I would probably flip it.
I don't have that much of an attachment to Macargo.
Yeah, I mean, neither do I.
Yeah.
We could like compromise and put them both in C, or we could just leave it as is.
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care enough.
Swinub is at least a B to me. Swinub is adorable.
Piloswine's not.
I think Piloswine's like a D to me.
Mamoswine's so much
Mamoswine is like at least a B as well. But Swine, look how cute Swinub. He's got tiny little feet. He's cute.
He just moves around. He's got that snout.
Fuck Slugma. Put Slugma in C tier. I don't want to see that thing next to Swine.
Next to Swine. There you go. I think Corsola's a B. I love Corsola. I love the design.
I mean, Corsola's fine. I prefer Galarian Corsola for sure.
I like that one. That's like an A.
That's like an A. Like that Corsola and Cursula are definitely at least an A for me. I'd buy Corsola at a B.
I think Corsola's really cute. I have to find a Corsola. I want to find it in Soul Silver.
They're in Olivine. I think you fish in Olivine, yeah.
Alright, let me go try that. Remoraid and Octillery. I think Remoraid for me is like a D tier Pokemon.
I think F.
You think F?
It's a fish. I get what they're going for, that it's supposed to be a gun, but it doesn't look like a gun. It looks like a fish.
I think they changed the design. It originally didn't look like this. That's what I've heard.
I think Octillery is like a C.
Octillery is really cool. I think Octillery is actually really underrated.
I think it's underrated. I think it's kind of not that interesting design. But like, I like Octazooka.
Yeah.
Like Octopus are just pretty cool animals.
In the TCG, it's like really cool too. It's like so its signature thing is like it draws cards for you. So like since like Gen 2, or like since like Gen 3, it's back like an Octillery Pokemon always like draws cards for you. It's like, and it fits in the game because it has like suction cup. It like finds you Pokemon when you're fishing. So I like the theme of Octillery, and the simplicity adds to it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Octillery is fine.
Delibird? I think, do we disagree on that?
I think we probably disagree on this, because a penguin is my favorite animal.
Okay.
Penguins are my favorite.
It doesn't even look like a penguin.
Yes, it does!
It barely looks like a penguin.
It does look like a penguin. Penguins are my favorite animals. This was the first penguin in Pokemon. The problem is, it's terrible. It's fucking awful.
It's absolutely awful.
But it is good for one thing. It learns Fly.
And it learns Present, which could heal your opponents.
I think design-wise, I have to give Delibird at least a B, just because I love penguins so much, although there are better penguins later on.
Like Ice Cube?
No. I think Delibird's cuter than Ice Cube.
What do you think is your favorite penguin Pokemon?
Empoleon.
Right.
Empoleon for sure. Empoleon is an S tier, 100%.
Empoleon's incredibly cool.
But we're not talking about Gen 4, we're talking about Gen 2.
Yeah.
I would give Delibird a B. I like it.
That's fine. I don't have that. I wouldn't give it anything more than a B. I would not ever.
Yeah, I mean, if it was better, if it had moves, I think I would probably put it above, but it's just not usable enough.
It's not. Mantine B. I think it's a B.
B or C, I think, is fine with me. I think it's interesting. I like Mantike actually a lot. I think Mantike is really cute.
I like Mantine so much more. And like the thing why Mantike's not an A for me is because it was designed as the special defensive version of the next Pokemon we're going to review, but it just doesn't do its job nearly as well because of this 4-time weakness to electricity.
To electric. I mean, it's a pretty cute Pokemon. It was always rare to find. It was kind of a pain in the ass,
really
but like
cool.
it was being hard to find kind of adds to the mystique.
Yeah.
Skarmory.
A.
I don't like Skarmory as much as most people. I'll give you A because I can respect why Skarmory is popular. Steel Flying is a pretty cool combination. It's an interesting design.
Sky Armory.
It's an interesting design. I'm just not that big a fan of it just because I don't think it really is that great offensively. It's a great defensive Pokemon, great competitively, but yeah, I'm just not that interested in it. But I'll give you A on that.
Okay.
Alright, now this is going to be an interesting one.
So Houndour for me is a C, but Houndoom is an A. I love Houndoom so much, but Houndour is like...
I completely agree with you.
I would say C, and then A, right? Because Houndoom, I think, looks so... A demon dog, a devil dog looks so like... It looks like it guards the gates of hell. But Houndour is...
It's a pup.
It is, and it's like not that much going for it. Kingdra...
It's an S.
Absolutely amazing.
I don't think anybody can contest Kingdra's an S. It turned Seadra into an interesting Pokemon.
Yeah, and it's like, it still frustrates me, like Lance, the Gen 2 Dragon-type gym leader, has 3 Dragonets and no
Kingdras.
Kingdras.
I mean, just being a Dragon-type, especially this early on in Pokemon, you just kind of have to be in that S tier, basically.
Right. And they had, Claire had it, but not...
Claire did have one. Claire did have one.
Phanpy and Donphan.
C on both. I think maybe I could even go D on Donphan. Honestly, a lot of people like Donphan because Ash had one. I don't know. He's just not that interesting.
A tire elephant, not really, right?
Like, it feels like he should be cooler than he is.
Yeah.
Maybe just because he wasn't that great to use.
He was actually pretty strong because the ground. It's just like,
you know what he reminds me a lot of? Hippowdon.
I think Hippowdon's cooler.
I think Hippowdon's cooler too.
Yeah, I think Hippowdon's super underrated. It's like one of those Pokemon that I would really want to search for vintage cards of. All right, next up is Porygon 2.
I love the Porygon line.
I do too. But
Porygon A. What am I saying? Porygon and Porygon Z are both super cool. Porygon 2 is kind of awkward as well in that middle phase of like. It's just smooth brain Porygon.
But that's like the design, the coding is...
Yeah, I mean, it's making it smoother. I think it's interesting. I could go either B or A on this, however you feel.
I'll give it a B.
Yeah, I think B is where I'm comfortable putting it.
The thing is, like, it's super competitive, too. And you just, like, you see a Porygon 2, and you're like, why is this here? And then it's like, oh, you can't kill this thing.
It's rare as well. It's hard to get in the games. I like the fact that you trade it with an upgrade. I think that's really interesting. I like the whole Porygon line.
Yeah, the Porygon line is... The original Porygon, I would rank the least.
Really?
And Porygon Z, I would rank.
I would rank Porygon and Porygon Z about the same. Stantler. F.
D, F.
F or D. Yeah. I would go either one. It's just, it's a deer.
It's a reindeer.
It's a reindeer.
You can see Delibirds riding on.
It doesn't even have a red nose.
It does not.
I don't get it. What's the joke?
If they did a shiny Stantler with a red nose.
Shiny Stantler's green.
I know.
It's kind of boring. Shame.
That's back when a lot of the shiny variants, they just green.
Yeah, they're just kind of green, yeah.
Smeargle.
I don't really care for Smeargle that much, but I gotta give it props for being interesting.
Yeah.
Sketch is an interesting move. It's got an interesting concept, so I feel like I gotta give it something. C?
C. I would say B. I'll put it at C for now, but like the thing with Smeargle, it's like when I played competitively, like Gen 4.
Oh, it's a great competitive Pokemon for sure.
For like, it's like in OU.
Sticky Web.
No, it's a Spore.
Oh, yeah,
Gen 5 was Sticky Web, so Gen 4 is just like, out of like, you have Mew, you have like Entei, you have Suicune, and then you just have this Smeargle.
Terrible little Smeargle.
Like Tyrogue.
Out of the Hitmon Pokemon, I think it's my least favorite.
I would agree with that, yeah.
I would probably go like a C on this one.
I'd go C works for me. C works. It's just average, very average.
You
look at it, it's a fighting Pokemon.
It's kind of like knockoff Machop, like you go down to Chinatown, you buy like Machop on the street, like you're getting a Tyro.
You come home, you open it up,
Tyro.
A Hitmon. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Hitmon of the Hitmons.
Absolutely. Super cool. Hard to get because of the way the stats work. I mean, it's not great as a Pokemon, but Triple Kick is a cool move.
Rapid Spin.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a super cool design.
Smoochum.
F.
I hate Smoochum.
I don't hate Jinx as much as I hate Smoochum.
Smoochum is like somehow weirder than like the weirdest Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah, it's fucking...
Elekid.
B or A. I think as far as baby Pokemon go, I think Elekid's pretty cool looking. I like the plug design. It stands out pretty significantly. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's probably, as far as the Electabuzz line goes, definitely pretty strong.
I like Electivire. So I like Elekid more than Electabuzz, and I like Electivire the most.
I could see that. I think Electivire looks kind of weird for the rest of the line, but like I think
that's because cool. Electabuzz looks too plain. It's just like it's staying.
It looks like it's supposed to be on its own.
Right? Yeah. Magby. D. Not good.
Not a good design. It's weird. Cauliflower head. Magmortar is super cool.
Magmortar's amazing.
The cannon arm. It looks sick.
Magmar like a fire duck is not great, but Magmortar is Miltank. Whitney Flash.
I think we got to give it a B just to pay respects. This Pokemon has terrorized people's childhood. It's a cow, but everybody knows Whitney's Miltank.
I had the worst time the other day beating Whitney because it kept milk drinking.
Do you want to do that later?
Yeah. what are you doing? You're free? Blissey.
A or S.
Yeah.
I love Blissey's design.
I'll give it an S.
I think it's just a better version of Chansey in terms of design. It fits. It looks really well. It looks really good. Even though Chansey is sometimes better competitively, but I think it's a great design.
And like during the Gen 2 time too, Blissey was like a menace. Like
absolute menace.
HP bar.
Oh my god, that thing took forever to kill.
Yeah.
All right, now the three beasts. Excuse me.
The three legendary beasts.
This is tough. Raikou is my favorite of the three.
That's also my favorite.
I think Entei, a lot of people love because of the movie.
But that's my least favorite. Entei's my
Interesting. I would go Raikou, Entei, Suicune.
I love like the Suicune, like clear water, replenishes water, and then it has crystal version, and then
version, yeah.
And even the Heart Gold Soul Silver, like Suicune's the one that you have to like.
But why isn't it an ice type?
Because it walks on water.
But look at the thing on its head.
Anything can walk on ice.
Not if the ice is too thin. Get on a frozen lake. I want to see you walk through. I think none of these Pokemon are below A though. Yeah,
so we'll just net it all, and I'll just rank it based on how I like it.
I can go with A. I can go with A on all. Larvitar. A. I agree.
Larvitar
it's not
really
quite
cool.
there, but it's great.
Do you know that Larvitar is like 150 pounds and like Ash?
Yeah, no, I know. He's picking it up in the show.
Pupitar is like a C to me.
I actually quite like Pupitar. I think it's really interesting because most Pseudo Legendaries don't have that weird like Metapod phase.
Yeah.
So I think it does look at least a little bit interesting.
I mean,
and it stands out.
has it, right?
Yes, kind of. I could go B. I could go B on.
Okay.
And I mean the next one is
S tier.
I mean, it's not
one
even
of the most iconic.
It's one of the most iconic Pokemon ever. It's not even a conversation.
It's Godzilla as a Pokemon.
We were talking about Dark type Pokemon. Like that is the king right there.
Yeah.
Lugia and Ho-Oh. I think both S.
S tier.
I think S.
You don't think Celebi? Like that's a weird stutter there.
No, and Celebi's kind of lame. And
it's an onion that flies.
Celebi's never had the mystique that Mew has.
I think they bungled the release of Celebi in a way, and it wasn't just like as like does this Pokemon exist, but Mew is like one of the best designed Pokemon.
Mew is great.
And
Mew
so
is
like
fantastic.
that's a very high bar to crack.
I would go A on Celebi.
Okay, A Celebi. There we go.
We should show off the whole list. We should. Scroll up, let's see the whole. So this is what we came up with. A lot of compromises here. We definitely skewed higher.
Yeah, definitely.
But Gen 2 is pretty great, so it's not really a surprise.
I like that how like
I'm satisfied with this.
Gen 2 in general, like or Gold and Silver in general, they like it's like compacted.
Yeah.
Smaller, newer Pokemon, smaller map, and just everything. They just had like to work around a lot of these limitations that they didn't later on, so they had to think of all these things. So I'm fine with this. I'm fine with like most of the things being C and above. What is the most egregious thing on this list? Like where you think it's like the highest? It doesn't fit.
Umbreon.
And for me, it's actually Espeon. I think Espeon is like you can't put Espeon with like Houndour and Sunkern.
I absolutely can. In fact, if I made this list on my own, I would have put Espeon in the D tier. I would have put both of them in the D tier.
In the D tier?
I would have put both Espeon and Umbreon in the D tier.
That's the
Send me hate mail. Send me hate mail. I dare you.
Colonel's hot take. Please let him know in the comments how you feel about this list. Yeah, let us know how you feel about this list. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? And if you want to make your own, I would love to see it. That's it for this video. Thank you so much to the people who watched all the way through. You are a real trooper. Mount Silver Hiker out.